The power goes out. This is the Ecoflow and requires no ventilation. So you can plug air conditioners into this, you can plug coffee makers into this, you can plug routers into this, fans into this, lights into this, your refrigerator or refrigerators into this. This is very powerful. It's called the Delta 3. It's 1,500 watts. Now, we've got it with the solar panels and without. I will tell you right away, our with solar panel option is always most popular. And this weighs only 42 pounds, but it comes with a dolly or a trolley. So you can pop either this one that you're buying today on here, or you can put some of the larger ones that Ecoflow makes. Melissa Dawson, come in here, friend. We are super excited. Now, we have two colors that are very similar. So please just pick a color because it makes you smile. They both do the same job. Nice to see you, Fred.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure to have you back. We have this in dark gray and this is the dark gray?
Yes.
And that's more limited. And then we also have it in silver. Now, this has 15 outlets.
Yes.
We can plug 99% of the appliances in our house.
That's why people love Ecoflow. So this is big, portable power in such a small footprint. You're getting 1,500 watts of power, and this can power 99% of everything in your home. With this, there's no gas, there's no fumes, there's no cranks, there's no maintenance. You get this home, you charge it just like you would your cell phone. It holds a charge for 1 year. Then when the power goes out, you simply turn on the button and you start plugging in items. You've got USBs right across the front. You always know how many hours. Right now I have 78 hours of power and I'm at a 71% charge. Right around on the back is kind of where the big deal happens because you have 6 120 volt connections. You've even got ability to be able to plug into the car. But with this, you can actually plug in everything. We're talking full-size refrigerator, microwaves, hair dryers, coffee makers, air fryers,
space heaters,
pumps, space heaters, portable air conditioners, fans,
coffee makers.
Coffee makers. Me and you are big on the coffee.
We gotta
right?
have the coffee.
And that's a big one that other portable power stations don't support. A lot of them don't support things with heating elements. So things like coffee makers, air fryers, hair dryers. Ecoflow does it all, and you even get a 5-year warranty, David.
Now, we had this on earlier, and we've already taken how many orders, mister? About 700 have been ordered. This is so smart because it requires no ventilation. You can have this inside your locked home. When the power's out in your neighborhood, you've got power in your house because you've got Ecoflow.
That's right.
And you don't have any windows open.
Right.
You don't have cords running out the back door because this all works. It's like a power bank. It's self-contained. It's a battery source, and it will plug in everything, including your refrigerator.
And your refrigerator, guess how long, David? You could plug in your refrigerator for 28 hours.
Now, the refrigerator is made to be pretty insulated.
Yes.
So for the first few hours, you're okay with no power.
Right.
Because you've got a very insulated appliance. But then after that, you're going to need to plug it in.
Yeah, within 4 hours.
This will run for how many hours?
This 28 hours.
28 hours.
And the tip I always like to give people, plug it in for 1 hour and then your food will stay cool for another 4. So plug it in for an hour, then you can go watch TV, then you can maybe go charge your other refrigerator or freezer.
Because what Melissa has in her hand is, I believe that's insulin,
Insulin, yes.
Yeah, and insulin needs to be kept cold. It has to be refrigerated.
Right. So many people I've heard from QVC customers calling in saying, I bought this for the CPAP machine. I bought this so my insulin can stay cool. We all know how expensive insulin is, and it's certainly something you need to keep cool. So lifesaver for those with those medical needs as well.
And this is only 42 pounds. I'm going to come around the front here, and I'm going to hold this with one hand. This is something you can take up and down the stairs.
Yes.
You can take to your neighbor's house. You can take to the backyard if you're using it. Remember, this is also good for recreation as well. You can plug your boombox into it.
That's right.
You can plug all kinds of things into it.
Camping, RVing, tailgating.
Great for tailgating, I was going to say.
Yep.
But hair drying. What if your power is out for a couple days and you've got a job interview?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you just got out of the shower, right? And the power went out and you have to head into work. So again, every woman in America has blown like their main electric circuit at home with a hair dryer. So the fact that you're able to plug in things like hair dryers on high, curling irons, microwave ovens, air fryers, full-size refrigerators, your sump pumps, deep freezers, deep humidifiers. And then we think about all of the things that keep our kind of creature comforts, right? portable air conditioners, fans, space heaters, heating blankets. Yes, this can do all of that. So here you've got that nice bright LCD display, always shows you how many hours of power that you have. Built-in ventilation fan. This is whisper quiet and it always stays cool. Again, so easy to be able to plug things in. This is a customer top rated brand because of the ease of use. All you have to do is charge it, store it, and then when you need it, you just start plugging in your items. 3 different ways to recharge: through the wall, through the car, or if you're picking up the solar panels, which most of you are, you can even recharge for free via the sun. You can do everything from your cell phone all the way up to your washing machine. You can even plug your washing machine into this.
I mean, you can plug your washing machine into this. Now, if your power is out for a couple of hours or a couple of days, it starts to begin to be a real problem for you and your family.
Right.
Because what's the first thing you do when the power goes out? You scream. And then secondly, you bark your shin on the coffee table because you're looking for the flashlight.
Right.
When was the last time you replaced the batteries? Or you're looking for the clicker. These are all bandage approaches to the problem.
Yes.
This is a solution. This is something that doesn't have to be ventilated. Now, we have it, no matter what you buy, they all come with a trolley.
Yes.
Right? And then you can choose the solar panel or not. Now, the vast majority of what we've taken orders for in this show has been with the solar panel.
It makes sense. They sell for $450 sold separately, the solar panels.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, these are new and improved. They recharge your Ecoflow even faster.
And if you have an upstairs and a downstairs, maybe you'll take this one upstairs and you've got a bigger one downstairs because you have more things to plug in, right?
Yes, we're hearing that from our Ecoflow customers time and time again. They get it home, they love the solution, but they're like, it really would be nice to have one for every level of the house. So maybe you need it for upstairs. Maybe you need this one for the basement. You know, I have my deep freezer down in my basement.
Oh, yeah.
I have a dehumidifier in my basement. I have a sump pump in my basement, right? So if you kind of, once you get the solution, you're like, it really would be helpful to have a few more.
And if you have larger Ecoflows and you have trouble moving them around, the trolley will support.
That's the beauty about
some of the larger
Ecoflow.
ones.
Everything's compatible. So this works with all of our portable Ecoflows.
Now, let's go ahead and pop. I barely need the trolley because it's only 42 pounds, but I can pop that on there and then I can wheel it around.
And the nice part too, David, with that is that all of your ports are still accessible. You can be charging while it's on the trolley. You can be plugging things in while it's on the trolley. So you really don't need to take it off the trolley once it's on there.
So very important to have this because it's not a matter of if the power goes out, it's when. And when it goes out, what is your plan B? What do you do? How do you supply power for you and your family? This is going to be the perfect solution. This has been our most popular power source on QVC.
Yes.
Everybody is buying Ecoflow because everybody wants to be prepared. We never know when the power is going to go out. Sometimes we know because of a bad storm is approaching, and we know that if we are prone to that kind of thing, then we can probably expect it. But it's important to know, sometimes the power goes out for 2 minutes, sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 2 days.
That's right. And that's right, as soon as the power goes out, you're like, but when's it coming back on?
Yeah, right.
So it's really nice to have the solar panels. It's just that extended option. If you do need to recharge for free, you can do it via the sun. You're going to be able to get your Ecoflow recharged. It also does come with a car charger, so you can also recharge via the car as well. But look at everything we have hooked up to this one. So I've got my router plugged in. We've got a blender plugged in and going as well. We've got our Keurig coffee maker. I've got a fan. I've got a light. This machine is running all of these items, and let's see, it would run them all for 7 more hours, even with everything plugged in. So this is a big powerhouse machine. You're kind of thriving in a power outage. You're not just surviving a power outage. Life for you is really kind of going on pretty normally because, again, this supports 99% of everything in your home. Oh, and it's charging my cell phone too.
Let's come over here because we've got another one set up over here, and plugged into this one is a laptop, a CPAP machine, a router, because if the power is out at your house, your internet is probably still working.
Right.
But if
It
your
just needs power.
router is not powered, then you're not getting any internet.
Right, and that's probably our biggest thing, right? We want to get the lights on and we want to get our internet going, right? Because we're streaming television, our phones need it, our tablets, our computers. So plug in your router, you're going to be back up and running with that internet power. There you're seeing the solar panels. This is called pass-through charging, David, where you can actually be using the solar panels and utilizing your Ecoflow at the same time.
Oh, wow.
So yes, you can still be using your Ecoflow even as you're using the solar panels. So you can be recharging and using it simultaneously.
That's one of those portable air conditioners conditioners.
Yeah, that's actually my dehumidifier.
Or
in the basement.
dehumidifier. Well,
Yes.
sometimes they're a combination unit.
Yes, yeah, right next to my sump pump, there's my deep freezer. So, I mean, and we live in a very rural area, David. We lose power all the time. I'm like the master clock resetter, right? Because, power goes out, and you got to reset all the clocks. But CPAP machine. Do you have a CPAP machine? Do you have an oxygen machine, nebulizer, insulin that you need to stay cool? So many medical devices where for some people, this isn't like a nice to have, it's a must have. You know, some people can't sleep without their CPAP machine. This would actually power a CPAP machine for 23 hours. That's 3 nights you're gonna be able to get through.
3 nights of sleep.
Yes.
That's gonna be important. Now, this is all shipping to you with free shipping. Everything today is free ship.
Love it.
Now, I mentioned that this is a sneak peek. You're going to be a busy lady tomorrow because we have this as today's special value, kicking off tonight at midnight, but it's available right now for you to order. Now, you don't have to wait till tomorrow. If there's a color that you got your cap set on, you choose the color because it makes you smile. They all do the same job. We have dark gray, we have silver. And this is only 42 pounds. It comes with a trolley, and you can order it with or without the solar panels. I will tell you right now, the with solar panel option is more popular.
And the impressive part, David, just to kind of show you a size comparison. So this was our Ecoflow from a couple years ago. This is the Delta 2. Many of you might own this one. Well, now the Delta 3 can do everything the Delta 2 can do, but it's such a smaller footprint. And this one charges faster, supports more items. So that's the beauty about technology. Oh, and this was about double the price when we launched it a couple of years ago. So that's the amazing part about Ecoflow. It just keeps getting better, smaller, more compact, and the value is unprecedented.
I mean, when the power goes out at your house, you are caught unaware, typically.
Right.
And what are you going to do? When your kids say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm cold or I'm hot, how are you going to cool them off or how are you going to warm them up?
Right.
This is how you're going to do it. And you're going to do it with the doors closed, the windows closed, everything locked.
Yes.
You're safe inside.
Yes.
And things are humming along.
Things are humming along. And for so many of us, you know, I was a single, female myself for so many years. I've talked to so many QVC customers. My favorite call, David, was our customer calling in. She was 91 years old, and she was buying her 5th Ecoflow because she had kind of a larger home, and she's like, I like having one for every area of the house. She's like, I live by myself. I don't have to call my kids. I don't have to call my neighbors. Like when the power goes out, like it's no big deal. Like I've got this. And that's what I've heard from a lot of our QVC customers. This is just that easy, safe, compact solution that anybody can use. If you're 7 or 97, again, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no accounts to set up, there's no passwords. You get it home, you charge it, you store it, and then when the power goes out, you just simply start plugging in items.
Yeah, there's no app to download.
Right.
This doesn't work off an app, it's not Bluetooth, it's just a self-contained unit and weighs only 42 pounds.
Right, and I think that's why it's been a customer top rated brand here at QVC, which we just don't see that a lot in electronics. Electronics can be complicated. This is not complicated.
This is not. You just keep it charged up and it goes from 0 to 80% in an hour.
In 1 hour. And why is that useful? Like, so many times, David, you lose power at your house, but like across town, they still have power. You could literally pick this up, take this to your friend's house, and get recharged in 1 hour. Go back to your house, and now you've got power for days.
For days.
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing? Days.
Days.
And I don't discount this trolley because, yes, the Ecoflow that weighs only 42 pounds will fit on here, but but also you can put some of the larger Ecoflows that you may have bought from QVC.com
Absolutely.
on here and then move it from place to place. Now, keep it in a closet, charged,
yes,
and at the ready.
Yes, so
And
charge
then,
this as soon as you get it home. That's the only thing you need to do.
If your power goes out, then retrieve it and start plugging things into it. That's all you do. And if we plug in too many things, will it shut off?
It just shuts off. I've done that.
No damage.
No damage. It just resets itself. And you're like, oh, plugged in too many items. Yep, and then you just start over.
We are so busy with this, and there are a lot of people who are saying, you know what, that's a lot of money to spend, but it's a great solution. And when the power goes out, not if, but when the power goes out, we tend to spend more money to correct problems than we need to.
Right, because you're going to a hotel.
Or you're throwing money at the problem because you're trying to fix it, right?
Yes.
This is quick and easy. Now, before we take this phone call, can you talk to us about how to plug in the solar panel?
Yes, so easy. It's about a 10-foot cord. So with the solar panels, you simply face them towards the sun. You don't need a compass. There's no math involved. Face them towards the sun, and then it's just orange, and it's actually coated orange here right on the back. This is also where your car charger.
Orange to orange.
Orange to orange. That's also where your car charger will plug in as well. Just simply plug it in, and now you're recharging for free. So many people, David, once you pick this up and realize, can create my own free electricity, and this is something I could use thousands of times. A lot of Ecoflow customers use this.
Say that again slow.
Yeah.
Thousands of times. You can use the Ecoflow thousands of times.
Thousands of times. So you now have a free solar electricity system in your home to create free electricity. A lot of Ecoflow customers use this as a way to offset their electricity bill.
Pardon my reach. This is what your solar panels will come in. They have their own case.
Yes.
So it's very easy to store this with the Ecoflow and then use Nature's credit card to charge it up when you need to charge it up.
Yes.
This is really great. And if you are not in love with the solar panels, you don't have to get them. Everybody gets a trolley. The solar panels or not,